The history of Skibbereen, County Cork, Ireland. Skibbereen, a picturesque town nestled in the heart of West Cork, it is a place where history and resilience intertwine. Known as the epicenter of Ireland's Great Famine and the War of Independence, its story is one of heartache and hope, tragedy and triumph. The Great Famine and the workhouses. The famine had two sources: the blight on the potato crop and the British transporting available food to England. The Great Famine had a devastating effect on Skibbereen. Families were left without food and jobs and became destitute. Those unfortunate were sent to workhouses where there was a promise of food and work, although the work was in many cases backbreaking. The deaths occurred so quickly that mass grave pits were created where hundreds of the dead were dumped and covered over. While primarily known for its connection to the Great Famine, Abbey Street Burial Pit is an integral part of Skibbereen's history. The War of Independence. The town's strategic position in West Cork allowed the local Irish Republican Army, IRA, to engage in critical operations and resist British forces. The surrounding countryside provided a natural hideout for guerrilla warfare, with ambushes and safe houses common in the area. Tales of local families sheltering IRA volunteers circulate in oral histories, highlighting the bravery of civilians who risked everything for independence. The town also bore witness to British reprisals, with homes and businesses targeted in retaliation for ambushes. The signing of the Anglo-Irish Treaty, 1921, and the establishment of the Irish Free State in 1922, despite being the image of the liberation of the Irish people and the end of 700 years of occupation, did more to injure Irish communities than any other event in modern Irish history. The War of Independence had major repercussions. The IRA, who had fought the British, split in two. A portion of the IRA followed Eamon de Valera to continue the war until there was a united Ireland, and another group, the Free Staters, following Michael Collins, wanted to end the war. Skibbereen and the rest of West Cork became the epicenter of the military struggle as families and friends split, with one side taking the Eamon de Valera and the IRA position, and the other siding with Michael Collins and the Free Staters. Political motives infected the portrayal of events, and the savagery, brutality, and deep sadness of the Irish Civil War, 1922 to 1923, marked both its witnesses and future generations.
It will not be long, love, till our wedding day.
Gorgeous, beautiful.
Mick's about to make another speech.
What are you saying over there, Boland? You're Dublin Jackie, you. What would you know about singing?
I agree, you West Cork muck savage. You're the expert in singing. So it's your turn now, Mick, right?
Hey, give over, Harry, will you? She's a voice like an angel. I've one like a puck goat.
Ladies, is it or is it not Mick's turn?
Stop. No, please.
A noble call is mine, and I call on
Jimmy, come on,
my
give us
turn.
another one, will you?
Mick, give us your party piece, come on. Now, he hasn't had a note in his head.
Shut up. Oh, well do I remember the bleak December day. The landlord and the sheriff came to drive us all away. They set my roof on fire with their cursed foreign spleen. And that's another reason why I left old Skibbereen. 12 more verses now.
In the early summer of 1922, Free State forces held only two posts in the whole of Munster, Listowel in County Kerry and Skibbereen, County Cork. Just before midnight on Saturday, July 1, 1922, a large party of anti-treaty IRA, under the command of Gibbs Ross and Tom Hales, marched into Skibbereen, where the Free State Army had taken over the town's Rick barracks. On the following day, Sunday, July 2nd, fierce fighting broke out between the opposing factions and, as full-scale hostilities commenced, the IRA took up positions in a number of buildings in the town. Market Street witnessed the most intense fighting, with the Bank of Ireland building, occupied by the core of the IRA, bearing the brunt of the Free State's fury. Although outgunned by the IRA, Free State forces put up stiff resistance in the barracks. The IRA's control of Skibbereen was short-lived, however, as Free State forces flooded into Cork in large numbers the following month. The terms of the truce saw the barracks vacated by Free State forces and handed over to the IRA. By July 5th, a sense of normality had returned to Skibbereen, shops reopened and civilians ventured back out on the streets, which the IRA now patrolled. Tourist sites. Skibbereen Town Hall. The town hall was a center of political activity during the War of Independence. Meetings of local leaders and discussions on strategy often took place here, making it a cornerstone of Skibbereen's history of resistance. The old railway line, the railway line that once connected Skibbereen to the wider county, played a quiet but important role during the War of Independence, with trains used for transporting intelligence and supplies under the watchful eye of the British forces. Loch Hyne /Alex Haynes Irish, Loch Oyen, meaning Lake of the Cauldron 3, is a fully marine sea loch in West Cork, Ireland, about 5 kilometers southwest of Skibbereen. It was designated as Ireland's first marine nature reserve. Its unique saltwater lake and surrounding hills are a haven for visitors who seek natural beauty and tranquility. The lake's clear waters and hiking trails make it a favorite destination for nature lovers. The Skibbereen Heritage Centre, a must-visit for tourists. The Heritage Centre not only tells the story of the famine and War of Independence but also celebrates the local culture, people, and natural wonders. Tragomna Beach, known for its golden sands and stunning views, Tragomna Beach is a serene escape for visitors to Skibbereen. Drimoleague Heritage Walkways. These scenic trails lead visitors through some of West Cork's most beautiful landscapes, dotted with historical ruins and natural landmarks. The trails reflect the town's enduring connection to the land. Famous people patriots. Gerard O'Sullivan, born near Skibbereen, O'Sullivan became a pivotal figure in Irish independence. His iconic act of raising the tricolour over the GPO during the 1916 Easter Rising cemented his legacy as a patriot. Later, he contributed to the organizational efforts of the IRA during the War of Independence, inspiring the people of West Cork. Music and the arts. Canon James Goodman, a 19th-century clergyman and scholar, Goodman collected one of the most important archives of traditional Irish music. His work preserved tunes that might otherwise have been lost and remains a cornerstone of Irish musical heritage. The Skibbereen song, immortalized in the traditional Irish ballad Dear Old Skibbereen, the town's story during the Great Famine became a symbol of resilience and remembrance. The song, passed down through generations, speaks to the town's struggles and undying spirit. Modern artists and musicians. Today, Skibbereen continues to foster a vibrant artistic community, with local musicians and artists keeping traditional arts alive while embracing new creative forms. Families. Notable immigrants. The Walsh family of Skibbereen were deeply impacted by waves of immigration, particularly during and after the Great Famine. Telling stories of their ancestors, who came from Wales in 1220 to all those you have passed. The Walsh family is typical of many Skibbereen families. Fleeing the hardships of famine-stricken Skibbereen, members of the Walsh family settled in the United States, particularly in Boston and New York. They never lost the roots with Skibbereen. While they may have left temporarily, they often returned, never forgetting their roots. Known for their hard work and strong community ties, many Welsh descendants achieved success in politics, education, and business while maintaining a deep connection to their Irish roots. Beyond its somber past, Skibbereen emerges as a beacon of Irish cultural pride, celebrated for its rich traditions in music, art, and patriotism. As you wander its vibrant streets, visit its historic sites, and listen to the echoes of its past, you'll discover a community that has not only endured but thrived, preserving its heritage with unmatched passion and grace. Created by Frank Keane, Irish Towns History. frank.keane1@gmail.com.
By the island's flow and the hills so green stands the town of courage, Skibbereen. Through famine's shadow they did fight, holding dreams in the darkest night. With hands of toil and hearts so wide, they rowed their boats against the tide. Whispers of hope in the morning dew, in Skibbereen where dreams are true. Oh, Skibbereen, you shine so bright through stormy seas and endless night. With every step you're bound to rise, an Irish dream beneath the skies. From the fields of pain and empty shores, they built their homes with ancient lore. Gathered round in twilight and rites, in Skibbereen they found their place. Many families stayed at home, the Welsh kids needed to roam, finding new homes in a new land, never forgetting their roots for the band. Oh, Skibbereen, you shine so bright through stormy seas and endless night. With every step you're bound to rise, an Irish dream beneath the skies. Breathe the air of stories told in the winds that never grow old. Songs of warriors, hearts untouched. Skibbereen, we owe you much. Oh, Skibbereen, you shine so bright through stormy seas and endless night. With every step you're bound to rise, an Irish dream beneath the skies.